Hello and welcome back to 2K15 Universe. I am Jitch and you're watching Monday Night Raw.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Houston, Texas, weighing 256 pounds, Booker T.
Booker T in action is one hell of a way to kick off Monday Night Raw. I love this man. I'm a big fan of Booker T. Backlash is this Sunday, and unfortunately, he's one of the superstars that is not currently scheduled for Backlash. There is one opening, but that will probably be a European or Hardcore Championship matchup. So, sorry to say, Booker, that probably won't be happening at Backlash. But here tonight, Booker T has got the privilege of competing one-on-one with one of Raw's newest additions, CM Punk. These two going one-on-one. Simply put, just a match to try and, you know, gain some favor, prove their worth here as superstars on the Monday Night Raw roster. It's just standard one-on-one match with the implication, the purpose, you know, the drive behind it all is just this match is important for these two because they need to pick up a win.
And approaching the ring from Chicago, Illinois, weight 218 pounds,
This is a match that I think could really deliver. This could be a very high quality matchup. And I'm looking forward to seeing just what these two can do. I don't know that Booker T and CM Punk have ever been on the same brand as each other, let alone competed one-on-one against each other. Booker T first debuted in Season 2. He was on SmackDown. During that time, that was when Punk was on Raw last. Then in Season 3, Punk got drafted to SmackDown, I believe, and Booker was on Raw. Punk stayed on SmackDown for Season 3 and 4, and Booker was obviously not around in Season 4, and yeah, I believe this is the first time these two have ever really crossed paths against each other, but I feel like this is a match that could really deliver. I feel like these two could have a very, very good showing against each other. Sometimes you look at the roster and you think to yourself, man, there is just not enough. Not that you'd want more championships, you know? You don't want to, like, oversaturate the championship thing, but, you know, there's so many superstars worthy of competing for championships. But that's what the season's all about, you know? We got plenty of time to fill that all in. So, here we go. Booker T and CM Punk one-on-one to start off tonight's Monday Night Raw. We've got an interesting show for you tonight. The tag team matchup main event especially interesting. John Cena teaming up with Cody Rhodes to face off against Edge and Randy Orton. Last week on Raw, Edge defeated Randy Orton, but Orton shook Edge's hand. Cody Rhodes said, look, an ally of Orton is an enemy of me. I will gladly face Edge tonight if that's who he thinks he can trust. John Cena, of course, the former World Heavyweight Champion, would love to reclaim his championship by defeating Edge at Backlash this Sunday. So, I feel like this is going to be an interesting matchup tonight. John Cena is, of course, someone who also has his history and issues with Randy Orton. Last time Cena was here on Raw, actually, I believe Orton really screwed Cena over out of the WWE Championship, which up until he won the World Heavyweight title the start of this year was the last world title he'd held, I believe. Speaking of world titles, here's two guys that I would love to see more involved with the World Championship this season. It's a shame we never got to see WWE Champion Booker T in Season 3. It's something that I really wish had happened. I really wish he'd gotten that win over JBL and sent him packing. I think that would have been so good. But all the same, it is just great to see Booker T back in action. You know, tonight, as I said before, we got a really stacked show for you here tonight. We're going to be revisiting an old SmackDown rivalry, Rick Rude and Ultimate Warrior going one-on-one up next. And later on tonight as well, we got Triple H and The Undertaker, a world title match in any arena, if you ask me, going one-on-one with each other ahead of their tag team title matchup this Sunday at Backlash as well. I do wonder if Triple H and Batista will be able to dethrone the Brothers of Destruction That is definitely one of the most qualified pairings in terms of just who's in the team. The speed these two are going at it right now.
CM Punk is so well versed in not only striking with his hands, but his feet too. What a chop.
All that chop and oh, Booker T with a reversal.
Right
now. Oh. I don't know why I shit on Michael Cole so much. I actually really like his commentary. I mean, I didn't like it when Vince was in his ear, but these days he's great.
And we can't overlook that everyone goes through their fair share of problems in their life, but it's also important to realize everyone deals with adversity.
Back and forth exchange between these two. Booker kick to the midsection, coming off the second rope with a sunset flip powerbomb into the cover. He's got Punk down and an immediate kick out. Punk not going to be beat that easy. Oh, vicious knee to the face of CM Punk by Booker T. Showing that unrelenting side of him. And Booker T has been through a lot, alright? I understand if this guy ever at any point gets a little fed up of waiting or tries to force his way to the top, I understand completely. If this guy gets a little bit too vicious in his matches, I get it. You know, at one point we were told we weren't going to see Booker T again. Ooh! Short arm clothesline there by CM Punk. Is that going to be enough? No. Thankfully, Booker T kicking out of that one at 2. As I say, this is a guy worthy of a finisher. So good to see Booker make his return at WrestleMania after the career-threatening injury that he sustained at the hands of JBL. Man, he is motivated tonight. Booker sending CM Punk, not Cena, sorry. Into the corner. So I was thinking about how I believe last time we saw Booker in action on Raw, it was a loss to Cena. Booker up on the top rope. I was saying, I don't know what the hell he's thinking of doing up there. But whatever it is, Booker's going for it again. Booker on the top rope, and Punk once again gets to his feet just a little bit too fast for Booker's like a spine buster. That's got to be it. That's got to be it. No, Punk kicks out. I think we are one finishing move away from this one being over. These two are laying it all on the line, but Booker with a great comeback here. He's got his foot on the rope. Referee didn't even see it. Booker T had his foot on the rope. Unbelievable. Booker taking a shortcut to get the victory here tonight. Well, that wasn't... What? Beating? That was actually a really competitive match. Why are they talking about it like it was a squash? Booker with his foot on the ropes. I don't think that's the last we've seen of these two facing off against each other. When Punk sees the replays, I know Punk, he is not going to be happy with the way that one transpired. Keep your eyes peeled. We may have a new rivalry button on our hands here.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Robbinsdale, Minnesota, weighing 251 pounds, Ravishing Rick Rude.
Well, alright, listen. I like Ravishing Rick Rude. I think he's a fantastic talent, but when he takes that robe off, I hope this man is not seriously still wearing the Intercontinental Championship on his tights, because you're not even on the same brand as it anymore. Unless he's going to be wearing the United States Championship on his tights now. Wait, is there something to say? Okay.
What I'd like to have right now is for all you fat, ugly, inner city sweat hogs, keep the noise down while I take my robe off and show the ladies what a real sexy man looks like. Hit the music.
Oh my goodness. This guy's out of control. Please don't be wearing the Intercontinental title in Ultimate Warrior anymore. All right, finally changed it. Rick Rude looking like Freddie Mercury on his tights there. Well, this is definitely revisiting some history between these two tonight.
And approaching the ring, weighing 275 pounds, the Ultimate Warrior.
The very first draft pick in the 2013 draft, Ultimate Warrior. You know what? I gotta be honest, I'm not the biggest Ultimate Warrior fan, but I gotta understand why this guy was drafted first. He held us a victory over Andre the Giant, and if you watch this past Friday on SmackDown, that is a big deal. That is a very, very big deal. I think Season 5 might be a very big season for Ultimate Warrior. So I guess we'll wait and see. Maybe Rick Rude can shut that momentum down real fast. Holy shit, his back. That is both impressive and disgusting. All in one.
That success has followed this guy around. And there's the toss. Rick Rude using his feet right there.
Oh, no, he's still got Warrior on his tights. Rick Rude, he loves sticking it to the Ultimate Warrior, and that has been his #1 prerogative, and I'm kind of almost impressed by the fact that these two are on the same roster again for another season.
The ravishing one.
He will not let that go. For those of you that don't know, Rick Rude was chosen as a signee over over Ultimate Warrior because he defeated him in an untelevised matchup. Both ended up getting a contract and ended up competing on SmackDown anyway, but Rick Rude has held that over Ultimate Warrior for over a year now with his tights, and it looks like he's going to continue to show everyone exactly how he got into the business by beating the Ultimate Warrior. I think Ultimate Warrior is a freak of nature. His body is insane. Don't ask how he got it. He doesn't like answering that question, but, you know, that is a big, big man right there.
And Rick Rude reverses it.
Edge better hope that this guy, Ultimate Warrior, doesn't set his sights on the World Heavyweight Championship, because that could be an extremely tough challenge. I have been informed, by the way, this match here tonight, this match right now, is a #1 contenders match for the European Championship. The winner of this match will face Kevin Nash for the European Championship. You will actually get a vote this Friday on SmackDown once it's been revealed who will be challenging Ryback for the Hardcore Championship next. You guys will be getting a vote this Friday on SmackDown to determine what the final match at Backlash will be. Right now, the options are a rematch between CM Punk and Booker T, or the European Championship match between Kevin Nash and the winner of this match. The reason we can't announce the Hardcore Championship match just yet is because right now there is no one in contention for the Hardcore Championship. However, a contender can be decided. But this Friday on SmackDown, longtime rival of Ryback, Rob Scorpio once again sets his sights on Ryback's Hardcore Championship, and he'll be facing him non-title. So if Scorpio wins, Scorpio gets an opportunity at the Hardcore title next, but if Scorpio loses, then someone else could get an opportunity. We could get a mystery challenger for Ryback. But right now, that is not something you can vote on, so don't waste your time. I'm just letting you know that this Friday on SmackDown, that's something to keep an eye out for. And yes, for the record, CM Punk is absolutely livid that Booker T got his foot on the rope. Some people are arguing, and I'm kind of seeing it. I'm scrolling through social media. I'm seeing people say it. Booker may not have noticed that his foot was caught on the ropes there. Yes, it provides extra leverage for the pinfall, but it may not have been intentional. I think people might be sympathizing a little too hard there, but we'll see. DDT by Rick Rude. And how great would it be for Rick Rude to, win some more of a career resurgence? Season 4, I feel like he never really got out at the starting gate, you know? I mean, he had that moment where he dropped down to NXT and then he came back to SmackDown very quickly. Now he's here on Raw. Oh boy. But I think he may have just suffered another loss. Big splash across the back of Rick Rude. Ultimate Warrior for the European title contention. And it will be Ultimate Warrior against Kevin Nash. Now, what I want to say about these matches, by the way, just to quickly talk about that vote just a little bit. Whatever you don't vote for will still happen. It's just the other, you know, the other two will happen on Raw, SmackDown, whatever. Whereas the one you vote for will take place on the Backlash stage, which is a slightly bigger stage. So basically, that's why we're having that vote. But we now know that it'll be Warrior against Kevin Nash sometime in the next week, whether it be the night after Backlash or at Backlash. Ultimate Warrior gets a European Championship opportunity, and this is going to be a pretty tough challenge for Kevin Nash, honestly, as we must move on.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Cleveland, Ohio, weight 221 pounds, The Miz.
Here he comes, the most must-see super.
What a terrible shirt design. This is exactly what I'm talking about. The front, kind of cringy, but, you know, I could see some people liking it. Haters wanted. The bit on the back, too cringe, too corny. Always got to be some shitty text on the back, every time. Miz with the ugliest attire color of the season so far. Oh, it should work, but it really doesn't, if you ask me. Lobster Head is here.
And approaching the ring from Dublin, Ireland, weight 267 pounds, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
What does this one say on the back? Because the front is... it's passable. It's not... I wouldn't buy it, but it's passable. What does it say on the back? Tough... what is that? Tough... tough love... tough love. No, I believe that's... I don't know what that says, honestly. But, I don't know how to pronounce that word, but I know what it says. Okay. That's... the text kind of blends into the design, so it's a little more passive. There are a lot of orange attires in this season. We got Punk, we got Miz, we got Sheamus. Well, Sheamus, since coming here to Raw, finally picked up a victory. He defeated Wolf Kessler, but he did show respect to Wolf afterwards, and I wonder if that's the beginning or anything, or if that's the just, you know, a one-off, just real recognizes real kind of situation. I don't know, but either way, you know, it was a nice moment to see some respect actually shown towards Wolf, especially considering that was his first match here on Raw. I'm sure there'll be many more in the future. Miz looking absolutely disgusted. Miz's face is so weird in this game. I don't know what they did to him. Every time he expresses or moves his face at all, it's so strange looking. Well, with Backlash this upcoming Sunday, it is time to focus on the matches at Backlash after this one. One-on-one matchup, Triple H and The Undertaker up next. And then we got a crossover in our main event as John Cena teams up with Cody Rhodes to face off against Randy Orton and Edge. Evolution's Randy Orton, the current United States champion, teaming up with the World Heavyweight Champion Edge. A great potential pairing there. Of course, Rhodes and Cena are both former champions now. They both came up short at WrestleMania. But they could get their championships right back at Backlash. We saw that happen with Ryback this past Friday on SmackDown. He got back the Hardcore Championship right after WrestleMania. It could happen to John Cena and Cody Rhodes as well. I think if Cody wins, he'll be the first ever 3-time United States champion. I believe him and Dolph right now are the only 2-time US champions. So he could continue to make history if he beats Orton. But told that match this Sunday at Backlash will be no holds barred. They're going to get to go at it just a little bit more than they did at WrestleMania. With all the bad blood between Orton and Rhodes, I'm not surprised.
Oh my, there's the submission hold. He's in the driver's seat now. This is such a painful hold.
And interestingly enough, we've been told as well that the winner of tonight's tag team match, I forgot to mention this, was because I set that match up like 2 weeks ago. The winner of tonight's match, so be it Cena's team or Edge's team, they will get to determine the stipulation for their rematch. Because, of course, they've already faced off once in a standard match. Might as well have a special stipulation for their second matchup. Belly to belly by Sheamus. And this is an interesting match because a few years back in Season 2, this was two guys that were on top of the world as World Heavyweight and WWE Champion. And now they're finally faced off against each other. I don't know if this is a match that's happened before in this universe, actually. Irish cuss! Backbreaker brings down The Miz. And a cover attempt. Sheamus going in for it. Oh, nope. There's a kick out. I thought that might have been it. Under the ropes and dumps him over. Miz going straight in for the Season 4 here. Miz with Sheamus up on his shoulder. Oh my god, that was different.
The Miz is going up.
Oh, sorry. And Sheamus. Oh, okay. That was a strange delivery there, but you know what? It worked. Bro kick from the top, and Sheamus, it seems like coming back to Raw has really turned his momentum around. This guy was losing non-stop last season.
Here is your winner, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
Well, congratulations to Sheamus on another victory. Second match back here on Raw and his second victory in a row. Seems like we got a streak going here for Sheamus. I really think this could be the start of something big for this guy. So does he. As we move on, up next, this is a match you do not want to miss. Triple H and The Undertaker, one-on-one. That is next. This will be The Undertaker's first ever match on Monday Night Raw. Something we have not seen since his debut back in 2009. It's been 4 years. Undertaker has never been here on Raw before.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing Evolution from French Canada, weighing 255 pounds, big game,
And if that wasn't enough historical significance for you, then check this little fact out for those that may not know or remember this. These two facing off here tonight, Triple H is the first ever WWE champion, and The Undertaker is the first ever World Heavyweight champion. So this is a very, very special match here tonight on Raw. And at Backlash, when those tag titles are on the line, I really think this one's going to be cooking. You know? I think it's going to be a good match. Man, some of the details in this game are insane. That close-up with Triple H, the little water on his chest, everything. It is crazy what a step up this was from 14. It was such a big change. I don't know if some of the graphical stuff in this is just PC, though, to be fair. Because obviously this is this would be a step higher than like the PS4 and Xbox One versions. I'd imagine. I think this is how this looks if you play it on Series X or PS5 though.
Approaching the ring, representing the Brothers of Destruction from Death Valley, weighing 299 pounds, one half of the World Tag Team Champions, The Undertaker.
Just speaking about the graphics real quick, actually one thing that's kind of crazy is you guys don't get to see this as I see it. I found out. When I watched back WrestleMania, and I saw the transition, the render, I guess, like, it kind of brings the quality down a little bit. You don't see it like in the raw quality that it's at. So when everyone was saying this looks really good, like, I agree, but the crazy thing is it looks even better for me than what you guys are seeing, because I don't know, maybe video file sizes limits or something. I could probably put my bitrate even higher for the render, but yeah, I think that's not really worth it. The fans literally bowing down to The Undertaker. I mean, this is a historical moment right here, for sure. The Undertaker is here on Raw for the first time ever in this series. He has always been a SmackDown guy. There is definitely a big feeling of atmosphere right now, I would say. I believe last week, I think Kane beat Batista, right? I don't actually remember now. I wish I did so I could say whether or not this would be evening out the score if Triple H was to win or not, but I actually don't remember. The Brothers of Destruction, they have been on such a roll. And it is so good to see them on the same page. And of course, now that they're free from this situation with the Wyatt family, with the Wyatts over on SmackDown and the Brothers of Destruction here on Raw, don't have to worry about that being revisited at all. And kayfabe off for a second, it's probably for the best, because obviously I feel like the Brothers of Destruction probably wouldn't lose to the Wyatts too much, and I think the Wyatts could really use some establishment. I'm okay with the loss at WrestleMania, but I do feel that the Wyatts could benefit from winning a little more before they ever potentially cross paths again. My voice is really dying, by the way. I don't know what's going on. I've been drinking a Coca-Cola Spiced, and it has not hydrated me, honestly. This is one of those very few sodas I've drunk that just has not hydrated me the whole time I've been drinking it. My mouth has been very dry drinking this. Very strange. I don't understand too, because it's not a zero sugar one. This thing's got a whopping 160 calories.
Can see straight into hell when you look into the Undertaker's eyes. Actually,
hell? You can't say that word. Well, we still got our main event to come up next, tag team matchup. I do wonder if Edge really can trust Randy Orton. Cody Rhodes insists that Edge is making a mistake by trusting Randy Orton, but that if Edge wants to trust Orton, Cody and him are going to have problems. Cody hates Orton, he hates Evolution, and he hates anyone who is willing to be on the same page as a backstabber like Randy Orton. You know what? After what Orton did to Cody, I completely understand where he's coming from. I will stand by that. He is well within his rights to feel the way he does.
Remember when the strength of the Triple H and Stephanie relationship came to power in the famous McMahon-Helmsley regime.
McMahon Helmsley. Stop it on the chest. Undertaker picking Triple H up here and knee to the midsection. Now sometimes these brand changes really change people's momentum up. You know, look at Sheamus coming back here to Raw and finally picking up wins again. So I wonder, is changing, I mean, you know, some people look at it, they just go, oh, it's a blue arena, it's a red arena, you know, it's Mondays, it's Fridays, whatever. But like, There is some kind of symbolism, some kind of mental commitment to this and that, I imagine. Something a little internal. And I wonder if things will change for The Undertaker much being a part of Monday nights. Right now, I would say no. Chokeslam on Triple H, it's... Oh, no, I thought that was it. I genuinely thought that was a 3. That was like 2.99. Undertaker going for the tombstone. He's got him in position. No, Triple H with a reversal into a tombstone of his own. And a Triple H really playing mind games, but Undertaker able to kick out of that immediately. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Undertaker could suffer a very rare loss here. Triple H. Pedigree. Dropped him flat down there. Undertaker covered by Triple H. And Triple H pins The Undertaker. Letting him know this is his yard.
Here is your winner, representing Evolution, the Game.
As I mentioned before, first ever WWE champion Triple H got his start here on Monday Night Raw. He was the very first top dog of this brand. Triple H and Undertaker the first of SmackDown. Triple H really marked his territory with this huge win over The Undertaker here tonight. That was monumental. That was massive. That was needed for that Backlash momentum. I'm actually going to press exit because I need to go grab a drink and it will load too fast. So I'll be right back for the tag team main event. I think he might be feeling lucky. I think it might be time to go to work.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing 251 pounds, John Cena.
I did say, you know, I just got that impression from him. John Cena could be on his way to winning the second World Heavyweight Championship. And I'll tell you what, when we walk into insert location where Backlash will be taking place from, John Cena, I think, is not going to be getting a very warm reception, truth be told. I think the world has been wanting Edge as world champion for some time, and I think it's going to be really difficult for people to swallow John Cena winning back the World Heavyweight Championship at Backlash, but it could happen. It absolutely could happen.
And his tag team partner, from Marietta, Georgia, weighing 225 pounds, Cody Rhodes.
On the other hand, I think a lot of people would be very happy to see Cody Rhodes win back the United States champion. That man has become synonymous with the US Championship. He has held that title somewhat longer than anybody else. You know, Drew McIntyre still has a longer reign than Cody's 2 reigns combined, but the championship was inactive for a lot of McIntyre's US Championship reign. I would say that Cody Rhodes has really made a lot of history with the US Championship. He's really made a name for himself.
And their opponents first, representing Evolution, from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing 245 pounds, the United States champion, Randy Orton.
I know I said it last week, but I really can't get over the fact that they don't have Orton's title motion in this game. Orton, like, never wears a championship. It is so weird to see, because he just didn't do that. He just didn't do that. And of all the people that they could have left one out for, he feels the most wrong. It's like, I think it was it WWE 12 or SVR 11? It must have been 12, because that's when Austin won the WWE title. I think 12, Austin didn't have a championship entrance. He wore the belt instead. And that was really cursed. Certain people just don't wear the championship, you know? Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes has said it makes him sick. That guy is wearing his championship, a title he brought so much prestige to. He fought so hard for. Being around the waist of Orton really bothers Cody Rhodes.
You think you knew me?
The fans seem to be on their feet for everyone involved in this match tonight. But of course, naturally, they are for the World Heavyweight Champion Edge. I understand that one more than anything else.
And his tag team partner from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing 241 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, Edge.
There's something about the moment Edge's music plays, and he was everywhere, jumping to his feet.
Sorry, I'm drinking a drink that's got like little chewy bits in it. So I thought I had more time than that. But it had a very chewy part in it. It's a Mogu Mogu drink. It's got nata de coco. It's kind of nice, but it's kind of gross too. I'm not really sure how I feel about it. I wanted something different. Alright. I try a lot of drinks. So Randy Orton, John Cena starting things off, and as I mentioned before, the last time these two shared a ring with each other was when Randy Orton kind of cheated John Cena out of the WWE Championship. Was it the other way around? I believe it was Orton that cheated Cena out of the WWE Championship. Yeah, I don't need to look that up. That was the reign that led to Orton getting cashed in on losing the title to The Rock. Yeah, that's right, yeah. It was a very different time in Orton's career. Of course, he doesn't seem too far gone from that person when I look at the way he's behaving nowadays, so maybe not. Cena and Orton have quite a bit of history amongst them. Cody gladly doing that. calling Orton a buffoon. Kind of funny. I say Cody for some reason. Elbow across the face of Cody Rhodes, and Cena, of course, the person he's got to focus on here. That's the legal man. I know that was his running strike, but it looks like he just fell over really dramatically. And this fight has gone up the ramp here. Cody and Cena both gladly beating on Randy Orton. Orton needs to get away from these two. I don't think Edge is coming to help him. I remember bonus stipulation here. Cena wins, Edge wins. That team gets to make the decision for what stipulation their world title match will be at Backlash. We already know Orton and Rhodes will be a no-holds-barred match, but it is up to Edge or Cena to decide what kind of a match they will compete in at Backlash. And the tag mage, the World Heavyweight Champion, and these two back in the ring for the first time against each other since WrestleMania. And no, that's not in Cody's character. That's really not the Cody Rhodes I've set up. No. I don't have an explanation for that. That just didn't happen. I'm sorry to say that. I'm gonna have to say that was a non-canon event right there. That is not the character I've been setting up for Cody Rhodes at all. Nope.
He was able to reverse that. John Cena being pressed hard. John Cena with a nice reversal. Cena's in desperate straits. What a vicious.
That's okay. It's Cena. He'll probably still find a way. There's a kick in the midsection, but Cena reversed. Now Edge gonna go across the back of John Cena over the ropes. Ooh. As I said before, last time these two shared a ring, it was Edge that defeated John Cena at WrestleMania in the main event to win the World Heavyweight Championship. Elbow drop, cover on Cena. Okay. I don't know what went wrong there. That was just one of those strange occurrences where things just sort of... Okay. For some reason, the cutscene where people walk out just breaks the game. Okay. Well, Edge is victorious. I'm going to have to Alt F4 out of this because it is stuck. And I will see you guys on NXT. Bye-bye.